Okay, the update on this flower bed. Roses blooming beautifully. We've got a little rose right over here come up on its own. And I guess I'll have to move him or something. The lobelia's growing. Bleeding heart's still blooming some. Not a whole lot. I think he's about done. This lobelia looks good. Pineapple sage is doing good. This rose has been beautiful. Trinity is closing up. We look like we're going to have a storm here. Trinity over there. More Trinity over there. This rose tree has been gorgeous. I just deadheaded him. And then over here we've got some asparagus coming up. Looks good. This rose has been nice. More Trinity. And our red honeysuckle that's really not red. I don't know if I'll yank him up or not. The bees are enjoying him, so the kids like to pull the flowers off, get that little drop of honey, so I guess we'll wait and see. I haven't made any jelly this year with the honeysuckles. Haven't felt like it. Strawberries still making. Columbines are seeding, which is good because that means we'll have plenty more columbines next year. That little rose I transplanted from over here looks good. Lavender don't look so hot, but we're trying. Over here in this bed, this rose is gorgeous. Has been gorgeous. Butterflies love it. Have planted some comfrey in here, some mint. House leeks in here. Over here some more mint. We did put a little bit of asparagus. It's not up. The Bishop's Children dahlias planted in here. We've got some little bit of ice plant over there blooming. Let's see. And then this big old giant flower bed. The oregano looks good. The garlic chives are not blooming yet. The solitary bees are doing their thing. The plum grannies are up. Lemon Fluff has got his big old massive bloom pods ready. And he is doing good, looking awesome. The evening primroses are looking awesome. Little rose blooming back there. The little yellow perennial has almost stopped blooming. We've got some wildflowers planted in here. My rosemary's looking good. And the bittersweet berry, oh well. He done bloomed. Waiting to see if he has berries. The pollinators love the blooms. These roses are doing a lot better since cleared out. We got the cannons cleared out around them. Loofah sponges planted here. These roses look good, all but the little bit of yellow spotting on there. I need to get that off. This one's done good. This bed back here I haven't got weeded, but the wisteria is blooming beautifully. The little wisteria tree. The cannons was put over here next to the reed grass on both sides of it. Okay guys, this flower bed. Wildflowers are up. Those look like calendula to me, a lot of them. In here, it's kind of hard to tell because I have this flower that grows. Now, the pollinators seem to like it. They love the comfrey. Oh my goodness. Adore the comfrey. The rose, they like the rose. If we go around this way, I'll take you around the big holly. We have loads of phlox. And that's going to be a wonderful one for the pollinators. Did my seeds come up? I have no clue. I've got so much in this flower bed that's up, it's hard to see. Hard to tell, actually. I planted them in there and we're going to see if they came up or not. We've got a wildflower blooming there. Like I said, the rose is blooming beautifully. This one here has been doing his little thing with his little pods, getting ready to open. And this is the wildflower bed. Now I noticed we do have mint that came up inside this bed. I had mint over here on the edge, but we had some to come up inside there. And I've been looking, you know, I throwed wildflower seeds in here. I see grass coming up. But I also sowed wild bergamot. I sowed, let's see what else. Some Monarda bee balm. I sowed a couple different kinds of that. Lobelia back there, which I don't want to step in there to find out. I see another wildflower coming up. I don't know if I'm capturing it. Maybe. But we've just got a bed full of stuff. Now, we have got a lot of the wild sweet potato vine, which, you know, is an herbal type thing. And that's all. I'll just leave it at that. I left one violet in here, but that's that bed. Still not done with this bed, a monster bed. Do you see that big guy's just going wild, beautifully blooming? I have to get the yellow leaves out, and I've got to do some deadheading. Over here, a heart of the clover, which is wonderful for the bees, but very hard to get out. My kids are going to get with this bed as soon as they can. Let's see, that is blooming beautifully, this rose. It's just absolutely, he is killing it. Gorgeous. And did get over here around this plant. Anybody knows what this is called? How about giving me a comment? I was told that it was to go in a pond, a water pond garden, but that it would grow in the dirt. So if you've got an idea or you know what that plant is, leave me a comment. Here's this beauty of a rose, and it has grown some. I'm trying to get it to grow more. The tree rose has been gorgeous. We've got through this way, so we have got some done. Up through there, we've got some seeds planted. Still got to get in that way also. Then over here, this bed here that we did, the oregano is gorgeous. We've got herbs planted in here, and I think they are coming up. Some of them I sowed, some of them I had in pots. Got us a bird feeder there. I did plant some cardinal vine next to the bird feeder. Not sure if it's coming up yet or not. Over here in this bed that I did, we put some oregano there that accidentally got pulled up from here, because this is like a runoff section, so hopefully that oregano will come up through there and make it where it's not so bad. There's those plants. I did put some seeds in here. This rose is starting to bloom. We do have some, you know, dead leaves in there where I wrapped him, but I had to do something with him because this is what he does. You see these limbs, and this here's another one. That's another one of these. But I've got to wrap up these limbs that's coming out too. These guys are doing good in the walkway here. Over on this side, you see he's sprawling. But here's another one that I have to dig up and give away or pot or move, and he's already blooming. Over here we got our foxgloves, looking good. A little wilty now because it's pretty warm. And our coneflowers. I need to get that dandelion out of that coneflower because it might smother it. But you can see this side of the rose. And over here, our little primrose is spreading. He's got a couple on the side of him now. Never get that bed done around the oriental poppies yet. Still behind. This bed has not been done. Roses are blooming good. Now up here, like I said, I still got to get all in there. The kids are supposed to help me do all of this. We did get in here because that right back there is where we relocated the mushroom, if I'm picking up the mushroom, and I hope I am. I'm not sure if I am or not. Maybe. He's real tiny, little tiny white one, but we relocated him. We got a bird's nest up here. I'm sure I mentioned that in a video. Found out what kind of bird it is. The nest is. It's robins, and they've been carrying to their young. We did get this part partially done, not completely. Still working on it, like I said. The smoke bush has started growing, looking a lot better. My gardenia still looks very, very poor. The heather does not look so hot. Then over here, I've got to get in around this rose too. And this guy started blooming also. Got this side over here done. Now the daisies I decided to leave. I had planned to clean this bed out also. Did start on it right up that way, but you see all these beautiful poppies. They're just doing wonderful. I was wanting to plant wildflowers in here, but if you go over here, we have got the crepe myrtle here. This is one of the smaller crepe myrtles, a white one. Comfrey, but we've got a poppy there. I've got poppies coming up everywhere in here. I've got some lilies that are up. We've got mint galore. The mint is just there's like 4 different kinds of mint there. This rose has been gorgeous, and those poppies also. This is one of the most beautiful peonies I believe I've ever seen, and they love it, even the spiders. Look over my pond. I need to clean it out, but those are 2 beauties right there that are blooming, and the pollinators will love them. And this guy's out again. He is gorgeous. He's got another pot over there right next to him, getting ready to pop. We've got little tiny, if I could capture them, tadpoles all in here. This pond must have 1,000,000 tadpoles. It's loaded, but this flower is blooming beautifully.